Hi, my name is Jimena Tovar and this is my business project. As we know, corporate social responsibility has become one of the standard business practices of our time. So I'm going to explain you about the Patagonia brand and why it is considered as a CSR company. Patagonia is an American company that sells and markets outer clothing. Today is one of the world's leading environmentally friendly clothing brands. Yvon Chouinard was the founder of this company. He built this empire through his love of the environment. The whole story begins in 1953 when he started as a climber of the Southern California Falconry Club at just of 14 years old. 4 years later, Yvon began selling hand-forged mountain climbing gear in 1957, only because he made his first pittance and everybody knew it and everybody wanted to use them. So before he knew it, he was in business. He worked alone until 1965 when he partnered with Tom Frost in order to improve their products in their company trainer equipment. But everything changes in 1970 when he bought a rugby shirt that he wore while climbing because the collar kept the climbing sling from hurting his neck. So he began to see clothing as a way to help. After they made more and more clothing, they needed a name, so they chose Patagonia because it was a distant and an interesting name on the map. So finally, Patagonia was established in Ventura, California. About the construction of the logo. Patagonia's name is derived from the mountainous region in South America, the border between Argentina and Chile, which holds the southern section of the Andes Mountains. The big campaigns. The first brand movement is Worn Wear. Worn Wear is the repair clothing program. The main objectives of this program is to manufacture high quality clothing that keeps your clothes in action longer, so you don't have to buy more clothes. The Worn Wear online shop was born in 2017, and the customers are allowed to repair their clothes via mail or in the stores for credit. The items that can be repaired, resold, or recycled is turning into scraps to build new bags or new jackets. The second big campaign was this one. In the Black Friday of 2011, the brand made a campaign that told customers don't buy this jacket. This message was intended to encourage people to make a conscience, to consider the effect of the consumers in the environment and purchase only what they need. The Patagonia also thinks that everybody needs to consume less. The SWOT analysis. We found about the strengths we found the great leadership in research and development, the company politics, and to be a pioneers. And about the weaknesses we found the low publicity, inventory, and they only have a few outlets. On the opportunities we found the current culture of the sustainable, the environmental legislation, and the technological development. And about the threats we found that they have a high cost of their products, all of them, and they also have a limited access to limited resources. So with this SWOT analysis, we guess that the Patagonian can make a really big impact on the customers and the other people that don't really know about the company. We think the Patagonia is a CSR company because over the years the brand has been in charge of carrying out different actions for the benefit of their employers and of course the environment. So I'm going to explain you a little bit more about the actions that they have already made for have the name of the corporate social responsibility. The first action was that they don't have a private offices because that sometimes creates distractions and that could help to keep the communications open. At the other hand, they create or they found a cafeteria that serves only an organic and healthy food. They also create a childcare center because that helps to keep the company atmosphere more familiar than corporate. The Patagonia always are taking care of the people that are involved in this brand. On the other hand, they began to make regular donations to smaller groups working on to save or restore the habitat instead of the NGOs with a big staffs or a big connections. And they also committed to donating the 10% of profits to these groups. And finally, we have the proposal. We can find that they have a low publicity, so the first option that we have for them is to make a little more connections with the customers through social media, of course. I don't know, posting or making different pictures to make an impact of the minds of the customers about the social issues that we are living right now, like the COVID or the big movement of the International Women's Day. So the most important topic right now for us is to post a different motivational phrases like the example number one. You know, the situation that, yeah, that we are living right now about the COVID to staying home. So we guess that they have a really big opportunity right now to make a different connection or to make different programs for taking care of the environment to the with the customers. So these are our proposed or different proposal to social media. And that's it. That's all for me.